Well, hi, Andy. You're an account director in our Amazon team and look after a lot of our beauty brands. Can you remind us who we actually work with?
Yes, of course. Yeah, hi. We work with Aromatherapy. We work with Saint Tropez in the US. We work with L'Occitane, and we work with Elemis.
Great. And we're here to talk about beauty. It's been a very resilient performance over peak season, and looks like that will be the case going into 2023. What is the outlook from an Amazon perspective for the beauty brands that we work with and wider, I guess?
Well, obviously the economic climate it's kind of having a bit of an impact, foreseeable in 2023 and into 24. I would say kind of looking closely at the Amazon business is something which our brands and many brands out there are going to be doing that regularly, and kind of monitoring that bottom line is going to be important. I see kind of a couple of scenarios kind of coming out of this situation. I'd say there's going to be some brands, including some of the big names, where we think this kind of margin is going to probably been decreasing over some time. We'll have to make quite a kind of a big decision on whether they cut back on investment for a period or altogether, and monitor the situation, just because of that how small that margin may be getting. Perhaps focusing more of their portfolio around on their D2C business, maybe, or maybe other channels. And then there's others that have kind of built this up over their business over a more kind of sustainable, slower growth over a period. And then they may be sitting in slightly less competitive categories. So this year is the kind of year that we may be able to kind of take advantage of that kind of some of that expected softer increase on kind of CPCs and slightly less of aggressive competition, due to those kind of factors mentioned. So I think there's a mixed outlook, I'd say, for the year coming, but I think there's some real kind of opportunities for those who kind of are willing to challenge this year.
And obviously, Amazon is a price-sensitive platform, and consumers are very wary of inflation and not overstretching themselves. And Amazon undoubtedly will do well this year, I'd assume.
Absolutely, yeah. There's as always, Amazon they're going to be looking for kind of the brands to come forward with deals, and I think those that do come forward on thinking about more on a product level of where they can do those deals, where the margin is there for them to be able to do it, I think they will do well this year, because people will be definitely being a lot savvier, even savvier than they have been in previous years when looking for deals.
So thinking about beauty and some of the opportunity for beauty brands within the Amazon ecosystem, let's call it, what do you think beauty brands need to be thinking about from an existing and perhaps very forthcoming product releases from Amazon?
So in terms of the product lineup, I think there's a few different areas, but we reckon that the beauty clients should be investing in this year. It's definitely on the content side. Amazon Brand Story is one of the Amazon's products. It's a section that appears on a brand's product listing, directly above their kind of traditional A+ content description. And as it sounds, it's an area where brands can really show their story, spotlight things that kind of set them apart from competitors. And within it, you can kind of link to other products to cross-sell, increase kind of cart value, which can add up, obviously, and especially if this is ad traffic. So I think this section enables brands to kind of build some equity with shoppers, with a good brand story. As we know, kind of customers are more likely to think of you for repurchasing of future products if they've really bought into your overall brand. So I think that's one of the main things around content that should be definitely a lot more forward into this year. Secondly, Amazon Posts, which is recently kind of betaed and actually across kind of EU and US. It's a free to use service, which we think where brands can post their content, so to kind of highlight kind of key features, rich imagery, using a couple of lines of text. So it isn't a social post as such, but it has that appearance of a social post, and it appears on automatically being placed on kind of relevant product pages, so including your competitors as well. So definitely something which is going to be really, really useful. It's practically free advertising, so that would be a huge benefit. Thirdly, I would say Amazon Attribution. So this is something we've been using for kind of some time for clients, but this is it's been in a beta phase for a while. It's definitely improving over time. This is Amazon's tool for measuring external traffic that comes into Amazon. So you can create links for your social posts, Google Ads, DSP, all of these things, and it means you can see not just usual metrics, but you'll be able to see the revenue generated within a 14-day window of attribution. And last but not least is, I'd say, definitely is a lot more on video. So as Amazon's obviously been adding video to just about every product and placement over time, we're definitely seeing that this year they've using sponsored display, it's been added to recently. So obviously for this, it enables you to kind of target shoppers at all stages of the journey, whether completing kind of new to brand, to the category, or a key moment in their life, or repeat purchase. So I think video, it's definitely the year of video. We say it every year, but I think every year we get more video opportunities with Amazon. I think that they will probably be my 4, I'd say, top for 2023.
That's some good thoughts there. And obviously we're coming into a really busy season for beauty brands with gifting opportunities around Valentine's and of course Mother's Day. So is there time now to start implementing some of these ideas in the build up to another peak season for these beauty brands?
Definitely. I think, yeah, Amazon has a pretty packed kind of shopping event calendar, especially around beauty. So obviously we've just started in January, so it's already kind of, we're end of January now, so it's kind of New Year's resolutions are passing, lots of self-care beauty regimes, veganary. So this point in time, we know that you know, it is busy, and it's important to plan ahead, because this part of the January flips straight into Valentine's. We're already seeing those kind of like key search volumes kind of actually increasing quite rapidly. As always, it's gifts for men first before it is women, because we know that guys are slightly slower in terms of their shopping for that. But Valentine's quickly shifts on to Mother's Day, and then shifts on to other Amazon events such as spring, Easter, hair care week, and then we move into getting ready for summer in May. So it's really important for brands our beauty brands to kind of plan out well in advance of their kind of content, and making sure they're kind of changing things rapidly, as well as thinking about actually how they phase their advertising over that time. As I said, this year I think is probably going to be slightly less aggressive, I believe, from brands mostly. So it's a good opportunity this year for those who have the budget and the margin to do so, to really kind of make a difference with this in this period of time.
Great, thanks, Andy. That's brilliant information for the beauty brands out there. And we'll catch up soon when we talk about the next shopping peak season. Which doesn't sound like it's far away anyway. Thanks, Andy.
Good to speak to you.